The people of Israel had left Egypt with hope burning in their hearts. Each step they took through the desert was a reminder of God's faithfulness. They had seen with their own eyes the mighty hand of the Lord, bringing plagues upon Egypt. The river turned to blood, the darkness that covered the land, the locusts, the death of the firstborn. They had seen how God shielded them from judgment, how the blood of the Lamb on their doorposts spared them from destruction, and how the strong arm of Jehovah broke Pharaoh's stubborn grip. Over 400 years of slavery had come to an end. Chains were broken, shackles were left behind, and for the first time in generations, they breathed the fresh air of freedom. Songs of victory filled the camp. Children ran and laughed with joy, and elders wept tears of amazement as they witnessed what they never thought they would live to see. The promise made to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob was being fulfilled before their very eyes. But life often tests us even after our greatest victories. Soon, joy was shaken by fear. Their journey suddenly seemed to end at a dead end. In front of them stretched the Red Sea, vast, deep, and impossible to cross. To the right and left, mountains rose like walls, blocking any escape. And behind them, a growing cloud of dust revealed Pharaoh's fury. He had changed his mind. The most powerful ruler on earth would not let them go so easily. With horses, chariots, and an army of warriors, he pursued them with the determination to destroy. The sound of pounding hooves, the grinding wheels of chariots, and the shouts of soldiers echoed like thunder, growing louder and louder. The glint of spears and swords shone like lightning in the sun, striking fear into the hearts of the Israelites. Panic swept through the camp. Men trembled, women clutched their children in despair, and the elderly groaned in fear. Desperate cries filled the air. Did God bring us out here to die in the desert? It would have been better to stay in Egypt as slaves than to perish here with no hope. Fear clouded their vision. In their anguish, they forgot what God had already done. The wonders they had seen in Egypt faded in the shadow of their present danger. How easy it is to forget yesterday's miracles when today's troubles surround us. At that moment, Moses, the same man who once doubted himself before the burning bush, stood tall with faith. With a steady voice, he declared, "Do not be afraid. Stand firm, and you will see the salvation the Lord will bring you today. The Egyptians you see today, you will never see again. The Lord will fight for you. You need only to be still." Those words, filled with heavenly authority, pierced through the noise of fear and planted hope. Then came God's instruction, one that seemed absurd to human logic. "Raise your staff and stretch out your hand over the sea to divide the water